Say hello, hello, hello. We are here with Lina and Banks, F1 standard Sheepadoodle puppies. And they're between 5 and 6 weeks old. They haven't quite reached the 6-week mark yet, but they've already passed their 5th week. Say hi. So, oh, guys, this is what I have been wanting to get. This is the exact coat. And thank God he gave us the exact coats that we wanted. I don't want the tight poodle curl. I basically want a sheepdog that has zero shedding and maybe just a little more wavy than the sheepdog. But and then of course adding in all those qualities from the standard poodle that we love. But look at them. Look at them compared to the benches. These are, we call them our potatoes. Our three little potatoes. Yes. And they are huge. They are huge. I only have dealt with standards in bisons when we mix bison with Brie, but even Brie is more of a Moyen poodle. And Lina is a huge standard. And so mixing these two, we have the true standard size. So those that have been wanting a true standard size, yeah, we finally achieved that. But oh my gosh, Jessica was in here today and she was like, Dad, I want one. We do have the final picking spot open. These are Christmas puppies, so they're going home for Christmas. The 22nd is our go home day, and they have now been weaned, and so they're getting used to, we have a little bit of time here now to get them used to sleeping at night in their crates and just basically being alone. Look at you. This is Blue Collar Boy. He's the smallest of the litter, and I think he's going to be around that 55-pound, maybe 60 pounds if he's a good eater, Mark. He's the small guy. And in the middle is our pink girl. She's our only girl. And I believe that her weight, we're kind of estimating around that 70-pound mark. And then Orange Collar Boy is just huge. And at first I was saying maybe 75 pounds, but I think we're going to be closer to the 85-pound mark with him. He's just going to be a huge boy. I mean, really, you can't mess with this little guy here that's saying I love you and kissing you. Orange is always in my lap. He's just a gentle giant, and he just is a big baby. I'm a big baby. Yes. They are, just the fact that there's only 3 of them hands-on, but we took a few days off. With Phil having his procedure, and then afterwards we had like a mini vacation here for our family, and some friends of the family watched them for a few days for us, and while they were still here, obviously. And my mom was up at the house the entire time, but they look at you, look at that face, oh my gosh. But anyway, what I was trying to say is so they're getting used to other people already. They're getting used to having some alone time, and they've had a lot of hands-on. They're just cute. And I love fat puppies. You know I do. Yeah. Are you a fat puppy? Are you a fat puppy? Yes, you are. So let me tell you a little bit about Sheepadoodles. I fell in love with the Old English Sheepdog. You guys have heard this story many times. I grew up with our next door neighbors where we had a shared gate in the back where they had a daycare. I also loved kids, as you guys probably know by now. So I would go, and I was just in elementary school, but I would help them in their daycare playing with kids. And then they had 2 Old English Sheepdogs that were just gorgeous and obviously had full coat. They were show dogs. That's what I always wanted to do. I always wanted to, well, I wanted to be a mama, a teacher, a nurse, and then I wanted to breed and show dogs. That was my big thing. And I guess I've kind of become all that. I did go to nursing school. I used my nursing skills on my family and even the dogs all the time. I glued my little baby's head shut when she had a cut. They probably could have used 1 or 2 stitches, But knowing her age, not baby, she's 15 months old, still baby, but knowing what the protocol is for little ones, just use the glue, not Elmer's glue, just, yeah, anyway, got her back together. So I've used my nursing skills a lot, especially with the dogs. A lot of that kind of comes in handy. I homeschool our kids, so I do teach. And then I got to become a dog breeder, and obviously I'm a mama. I have 8 kiddos here and 2 in heaven. So we got quite a bit of everything that I ever wanted. It's just a lot of work, and they don't tell you that. But anyway, I moved here. One of our neighbors had 2 Old English sheepdogs. Absolutely fell in love with it again. And I just knew that I always wanted a Sheepadoodle when I found one at our trainer's house, ready to be trained. And so this is what I've been wanting to have for so long. And I love the big floppy dogs. With our daughter Ava, we really can't have a big floppy dog around the house right now because she does have severe anxiety, and those big dogs do kind of make her anxious. She likes the small ones though. Those are her baby puppies, she calls them, even though they're adults. Look at you. What are you doing? We have the door open. It's a beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day today. Are you going to tear the paper? Yeah? So I was speaking with someone, and maybe that someone will be watching this, who was a little concerned about having a dog with a working background, a sheepdog with a working background. I can tell you that it's not just me. I have spoken with many people that have sheepdogs, who breed sheepdogs. They're not an aggressive dog. They're not a hyper dog. They're not. I'm not sure what the working part was that they were discouraged about, but they are a herding dog. A herding dog makes sure that everything is basically put back in line. And so with our Banks, that's probably the first dog I've ever had that really, really acted well with our special needs kiddos, especially the ones with OCD and severe anxiety. Banks was perfect. I actually thought something was wrong with him because he was so perfect. So I talked to the breeder, and she's like, "No, that's the way they are as puppies. I never had an Old English Sheepdog puppy." Look at that. I love the legs. I love the legs that go out. So personality-wise, they are not a high-energy dog. They're not any more high energy than a Golden Doodle. And certain dogs that have certain qualities might have more energy than others, but I'm just going to keep saying this. The dog is what you make of it when you get it home. I can do all I can with the lines, getting a great start, making sure we're hands-on, making sure we're teaching them some basics. But what makes the dog is the owner, and we do give you some protocol to follow. We give you training material, basic rules. But you're adding the smart poodle in here. Not that an Old English Sheepdog isn't smart, but there's a high intelligence here. So they're very easy to train. All puppies are going to have puppy energy. Every single puppy's going to need to run out their energy. Every single puppy's going to have that moment where they wake up and they got to, get into things. All of our doodles chew. They chew for about 2 years. And they have that sensitivity in their teeth so that they can go and retrieve prey. I love that. Look at the little legs. And that way they can bring the prey back without damaging it to you. And so, like birds and things like that. So they do need to chew. That's just their teething. That's their soft mouth. It's not a behavioral thing. It's something that, when your toddler is teething, you give them something to teeth on. So we do that for the doggies too. And they just can't be trusted running around in the house alone until they're about 2 years old. Then you can go ahead and do that. See what he's doing right now? So, no. He doesn't know that that's wrong. I have to tell him that's wrong. And everybody has to be on board and let them know, no, that's the behavior that we don't want to start now. There's nothing wrong with the dog that does that. That's what they do. They're dogs. I think some people forget that they're actually getting a dog when they get add a dog to their home. And so you have to speak dog. You have to treat them like a dog. You can't treat them like a human. You have to treat them like a dog. You have to communicate. That's why I do like Cesar Millan's book. I don't follow every single thing there, just because there are certain things that we, for instance, one of his things is when you go pick up your dog, have him walk to the car. We can't do that here. We're on a farm, and all kinds of wildlife gets out and about in front of the house that's not behind gates. And they're not fully vaccinated when they go home. They have to have 3 sets of shots in order to really be completely protected by things like parvo. So we, that's, you know, things like that. That's not gonna work. We have to make sure that they're safe, and that's top priority. Look at you guys. They're just a bunch of love muffins. But anyway, training. Yes, absolutely. You guys have got to get into training. People do it themselves, but you really do need to kind of stick to a schedule, and we'll give you a schedule that you can see what they're used to. No, we're not going to chew on my socks. Yeah, we'll just teach you. We're just teaching you because you don't know. You don't know any better. We'll get you that training material. You can start stuff. I also have a special something that I'm going to send you all for Christmas puppies. Whenever we do have Christmas puppies, Christmas can be a stressful time. It's a busy time. It's a time full of family and friends. And you really need to have some special guidance during the holidays. Look at this little white spots going back there. I love that. It's like somebody just painted and then drip, drip. Yeah, drip, drip. Yeah, look at all the white and the white on the paws. I just love that. I need to go video Banks for you guys. He's just loving this cooler weather, and it's not rainy, so he can just run about. We don't want them to drink out of puddles, and when it gets too full of puddles in the yard, I don't like the dogs to go out there. Banks especially likes to drink water out of the puddles, and that can be bad for them. But anyway, so back to our training and everything. What was I saying about training? Sorry, I'm getting distracted. You're just, do we need to do some tummy time? Yeah? Oh yeah. Look at the little polar bears. My little polar bears. Yes. Look at even the bottom of the paws. I just love the black and white thing, guys. You all know that if you've been watching and following us for a while. Okay, back to training. I don't know where I was going. When I watch the video back later, I'll find out what I was trying to say. I don't know if you're gonna fit under there, babe. I'm not sure if you're gonna fit. You used to fit. I just don't know if that's gonna work for you now. Yeah. But we were talking about Cesar Millan's book and some of the things that you know we can and cannot do. But basically, they're a dog. You have to train like a dog. You have to go ahead and speak to them like dog, and you have to understand what they're communicating to you. And that's why I think one of those books is really good. It's on our suggested supply list. You can download it as well. I know it's on Amazon, and so you can go ahead and have that right away. But oh yeah, I was talking about Christmas behavior. You guys can tell I have complete and total mom and puppy brain. At Christmas time, I give you some special instructions what to do. Your potty training is typically a 4-week process to be completely housebroken if you follow our procedures. During that time, you might be just a few days off. You have a place kind of like this. We have a playpen area here with a high playpen and lots of toys. I cover the floor with this brown painter's paper you can get at Home Depot, Lowe's. Sherwin-Williams is actually where we get ours now. We have a Sherwin-Williams account for our line of chow chairs for the paint and stuff. So we and products there. So anyway, we have an account with them, but it is still the same price as you get everywhere else. But I lay this painter's paper down in layers, and therefore if somebody has a potty and they don't get it on a potty pad, I don't have a ruined floor. Everything, they're all sitting behind me. I don't have a ruined floor. I can actually just pick that up. But if they have their area, especially at Christmas time, that you can go ahead and put them in with a potty pad with a bunch of toys, then you know they're still not going to destroy your house. Still in your area, you still want to go ahead and have your hands-on with them. You want to have them have some exercise, go for a little walk or something in your yard. Till that third set of shots, you're not going to be going out for a walk. You're going to be in your yard, and you want to go ahead and give them all that exercise, give them all the loving, but you're just going to have to be patient and realize the potty training is going to be just a little longer than the original, because you don't want to be doing all of that and getting up at night and be exhausted and then have the stress of a puppy and then be like, you know what, this was a bad idea. So we're giving you some reading material on that for Christmas puppies. People that don't know, see, we're going to say no. No, we're not going to do that. People that don't have our dogs, I still get quite a bit of emails from people that don't have our dogs but have some training issues that they want to discuss about their doodle, or just general questions that they have about their doodle. And so I try to answer those as much as possible. I've been with our litters and just what's going on in our lives. I haven't been able to answer as much outside questions as I normally am. But if anybody, I gotta look at the paws. Look at those paws. If anybody does want a copy of those procedures, then just let me know. And that's going to be our Christmas. You almost got it, buddy. You almost got it. Yes. We just misestimated. You just estimated a little off. But that's okay. That's all right. You still did good, buddy. You did good. Yes. Yes. Oh, that'd be a good Christmas name, buddy. Buddy the elf. What's your favorite color? Orange. It's orange. Your favorite color is orange. Somebody pottied there too, but that wasn't from here. We had a dog go home here just a little bit ago. So I'll give you guys those Christmas procedures, and so that you know how to handle that. Also, you know, a guest, when they come over, everybody's going to want to hold the puppy, play with the puppy, puppy, and unless you have your guests take their shoes off when they enter and, you know, sit there and monitor everything, we just say leave puppy in puppy's area when you have guests over. Puppy's not going to be, it's like you wouldn't have your newborn, well, some people do, I guess, have your newborn being held by everybody, you know, just a few days after you go home from the hospital. But you do need to think about what's going on with them and how many people are going to be handling them, and you want them to be calm and not be overly stimulated or excited by all the people coming. Obviously, you guys know your family and friends, and you know who's up to handling things. Everybody still needs to be on board with, no, you're not gonna teeth on my fingers or my toes, things like that. But I'll just send that out for our owners in this litter, and even our owners who just took home puppies. If you guys just shoot me a text or a message that says that you want some of those, I'll send that over to you. I'm just a little, you know, as you guys can tell, my blog is Mini Golden Doodle Monthly, and it's probably been years since I've posted content that has nothing to do with our puppies. So, oh, I don't think you're gonna fit. You were like, I could fit when I was a little baby. You can't do it now. No. Look at you. So another thing, toys, lots of toys are very important. With Christmas, after Christmas, you're gonna have lots of toys on sale. Go ahead and grab a whole bunch. Grab everything you can that might be holiday related and gives you a nice discount. Look at this. This hair, oh, I don't know how to describe it to you. It is thick and long and soft and non-shedding. Non-shedding. Yes, it's awesome. The tail tells it all, guys. So this is Blue Boy, the littlest of the litter. There's Pink Girl. You finally made it. You made it. Keep going. Keep going. No, you can't make it through that one. You made it through the other one just fine. And then here, about to fall asleep, here's the tail. Is our orange boy. He's the big kahuna. Temperament testing is being emailed out to the owners. And basically, they're all very, very similar. I don't have a 3-4 disposition. We don't have any shy. We don't have any scared. This is an awesome family dog. Our sheepdog is just awesome with our kids. And although when Ava and Nathan were learning to walk, he would herd them away from the sunken living room so they wouldn't get hurt. But they're just a great dog. They're not excess energy. to me, they're just like our regular golden doodles. So personality-wise, everybody's going to be great. All three of these are going to fit every age. It's what can your child handle? Can your child handle this where they want to come up and jump on you because they are going to be a big dog? It's another reason for training. You got to let them know what is permissible and what is not, so that when they do get fully grown, your children aren't afraid of just their sheer size. So we got some big babies here, and I'm so excited. We get so many people that want standards, and I don't know if we're ever going to breed Bison again. Bree is at the end of her breeding career, and that was what gave us such awesome puppies there. That's where our Bella and Polly were from, and so this is right now our only standard size that we're doing. We just don't do standards in the others for many reasons. Like I said, our babies need to not be scared of our big dogs. We get the big dogs so that we can start downsizing them, but you know, our babies still are our children. Everybody has to be, these aren't just dogs that we shut away. They have to be with our family. So everybody has to be able to be the right kind of dog for all of our kids, not just those that love big dogs, but we still have to have some special circumstances for our little ones that are very special. Did you find the elephant? Did you? Yeah. Yeah. So you all, if you follow me for a long time, you know that everybody has music that they listen to, playlists, things like that. Obviously, Christmas puppies tend to have a lot of Christmas music. So a lot of people, when they get their dog home, they're like, you know what is your music? They you know, want to have nap time to the music, or just be giving them what they're used to. So this one is just a lot of Christmas music. You might have to listen to Christmas music all year. Yeah. Are you getting ready to go night-night? Are you? All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. This is a long video. Thank you all for sticking around here. And, I'm going to try to get some pictures of Banks for you guys so you can see his coat. Yes. So the Old English Sheepdog fades. They're not black and white forever. They do gray. And so I don't know if this is going to be a lasting black. This may actually turn into a gray, a light gray color, which is very beautiful. We weren't quite sure what the black would do in Poppins' litter, but Poppins is a tuxedo poodle, so she has solid black in her. But this is from their mama Lina, who is a white. So I'm not sure what our coats are going to do right now with color. But we're going to say goodbye, and we'll have one more video before puppy picking. Puppies are chosen and go home on the same day. So whoever wants to be the final pick, you have to be okay with all three of these puppies, and you have to be okay with either boy or girl. And we'll give you a link for more information on them if you want to get in touch with us on how you can apply for one of these babies. All right, guys, can you say bye-bye? Can you say bye-bye? Can you say Merry Christmas? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, baby. We'll see you all next week. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.